Hello everyone, welcome to Madrid Pulse. You got source of latest news, events, and everything happens in heart of Spain. Real Madrid intend to make a number of first-team signings this summer, but it has now been revealed that one of those could be thwarted by Paris Saint-Germain. Having already finalized the arrival of Dean Huijsen from AFC Bournemouth alongside the expected incoming of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Real Madrid have started to look at other possible signings. But before continue, make sure you have already subscribed for getting more Real Madrid updates. Let's dive in. There is a belief that Álvaro Carreras will join from Benfica, while there is also a desire to bring in a replacement for the departing Luka Modric. Franco Mastantuono is on Real Madrid's radar, and on top of this, a new South American signing could be made in the shape of Franco Mastantuono. Real Madrid have cooled their interest in the 17-year-old sensation, but in recent weeks, it has been reignited. But while the player himself would be keen to make the move, it is far from certain that Los Blancos would be able to close a deal. Real Madrid face more competition for Mastantuono. That's because Florian Plettenberg has reported that PSG have entered the race to sign Mastantuono when he turns 18 in August. The Champions League finalists have also held talks with the Argentine youngsters' representatives, following in the footsteps of Real Madrid. Paris Saint-Germain have entered the race for super talent Franco Mastantuono. He's on PSG's shortlist, and talks have already taken place. Luis Campos is a big admirer of him. The 17-year-old midfielder is under contract at River Plate until 2026. But it would be unlikely that he'd be a regular starter due to the appearance of Jude Bellingham, Brahim Diaz, and Arda Güler, who would be ahead of him in the pecking order. Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso's choice to replace Modric. The Merengue team urgently needs to strengthen its midfield for next season. Real Madrid has set its sights on Alexis McAllister with the firm intention of making him the natural successor to Luka Modric. With the imminent departure of the Croatian midfielder, a living legend of the club, Real Madrid's sporting management has activated the machinery to strengthen the midfield with a creative profile, vision, and leadership skills. In this context, the Liverpool Argentinian tops the list of priorities for strengthening the team's midfield in the post-Modric era. The Whites' interest is no coincidence. Under the supervision of Uni Califat, responsible for several successful transfer deals in recent years, McAllister's name has gained traction as one of the most complete players in European football today. His leading role in Liverpool's system has made him an untouchable figure for Arne Slot, but that hasn't stopped the Chamartín club, which considers his signing strategic for the immediate future. Real Madrid wants to sign Alexis McAllister. However, the deal is complex. The Argentine's value is around 90 million euros, a figure that reflects both his performance and potential. Furthermore, Anfield is not willing to let him leave easily, aware of his influence in midfield and the leading role he has assumed since his arrival. While a high-profile farewell is being prepared for Modric at the Santiago Bernabéu, with a tribute in his final home game, the club's management is quietly working to ensure a high-level transition. Alexis McAllister represents that connection between experience and youth, and Madrid believes his profile fits perfectly with the club's new roadmap. There has been a lot of noise lately surrounding the future of Nico Williams and a potential move to Real Madrid this summer. The Spanish giants have indeed been linked with a move to Santiago Bernabéu in recent days, which is interesting considering the fact that he was closely subjected to a move to Barcelona for the longest time. But it appears the tables have turned and Real Madrid have now emerged as a serious contender in the race to sign the athletic club forward. According to Marca, Barcelona are no longer interested in the services of Nico Williams and have formally dropped the pursuit of the Spanish international. What is interesting, though, is that Real Madrid have now emerged as the likely destination for Nico Williams, as he looks to take the next step in his career. It is no secret that Los Blancos are eyeing major reinforcements in the coming summer after enduring a trophyless campaign. The club's coach-designate Xabi Alonso has already requested a series of acquisitions, and one of them could be Nico Williams. Alonso likes wide players that can offer dynamism and pace to the team. Nico, to that end, fits the bill perfectly, not only due to his style of play, but also due to his experience in La Liga. Although the Spaniard's €58 million release clause could prove to be a challenge for Real Madrid, the club appear to have a plan to fund the move through the sale of Rodrigo. The Brazilian international has fallen out of favor after a disastrous 2024-25 campaign and could find himself on the exit ramp in the coming summer. The likes of Arsenal and Chelsea have already expressed the desire to sign Rodrigo, whose arrival could pave the way for Real Madrid to make a move for Nico. The Portuguese midfielder is the chosen one to be Luka Modric's heir. Following Luka Modric's departure, Real Madrid are already considering a prominent name in the transfer market, Vitinha. The Portuguese PSG midfielder has become a popular option for Real Madrid, who see him as an ideal candidate to maintain the quality and control the Croatian has provided in midfield for years. Vitinha, at just 25 years old, has established himself as one of the key players in Luis Enrique's team. Possessing a dynamic and cerebral style, he combines defensive dedication with a remarkable ability to organize play and break lines with his movements. His record this season, 7 goals and 2 assists in 50 matches, confirms an upward progression that has not gone unnoticed at Valdebebas. The Whites, however, are aware of the obstacles. The player has a contract until 2029, and the relationship with PSG is not exactly fluid. This context makes any attempt at negotiation a complex undertaking, although not ruled out. Vitinha is at a stage of footballing maturity that makes him especially attractive to a team looking to rejuvenate its engine room without losing its hierarchy or talent. The search for Modric's heir won't be easy, but the profile of the Portuguese international fits perfectly with the style Carlo Ancelotti wants to maintain. Real Madrid, while considering alternatives, considers Vitinha as one of the most complete options to continue the tradition of talented midfielders who have made their mark at Chamartín. It remains to be seen whether that admiration can be transformed into a viable deal during the next transfer window.